seriously asked us both to explain. I told him how Brad had stolen money I'd worked hard for and saved, while Brad tried to justify himself by saying he needed it for a date, and that as his brother, I should help him. Dad told Brad he was lucky I only hit him for stealing, because anyone else would have called the cops, and that he had no right to take other people's things without permission. Brad didn't like that, and threw a tantrum, probably expecting Mom to take his side. Mom started with her usual boys will be boys crap, trying to downplay what he did. But for once, Dad stood firm. The look on her face when she realized her usual tactics weren't working was almost worth all the trouble. When Brad realized he wasn't going to be the victim after getting hit, he screamed about how much he hated me and locked himself in his room. After that, Brad started keeping his distance. He finally understood he couldn't intimidate me anymore, and even Dad had stopped enabling his BS. For the first time in forever, I felt like we were equals. Although he couldn't physically harm me anymore, he still used verbal insults when our parents weren't around. His behavior got worse over the years. He became angrier and more short-tempered. When I'd approach him with a question, he'd ignore me and walk away muttering insults like nerd or loser under his breath. If he needed to tell me something, he'd do it through our mother, instead of talking directly to me. When I asked her why Brad couldn't just talk to me, she just told me to be more understanding. I couldn't tell if it was just puberty or genuine hatred. Eventually, dealing with his comments became unbearable, and I just wanted to get away from him. I repeatedly asked Mom to mediate a conversation to resolve our issues, but she always refused, saying she didn't want to get involved. When I asked her opinion on why Brad treated me this way, she dodged the question. Finally, I went off to my dream college after securing a scholarship as an outstanding student. Dad threw a party for me, and even Mom seemed proud. Brad, of course, remained distant and barely acknowledged my accomplishments. The day I left for college was a mix of excitement for the future